What's up? Sawatika. Oh no, that's trying to coconut water. What's up? How are you? What's up, my people? This is technically the first episode of Crime and Family Court. Shout out to the king and the queen. They run in family court. And let me give out one more shout out to the New York Knickerbockers. I'm a big Jalen Brunson fan. I ain't gonna lie now. Man. I enjoy the bandwagon. Lickles. But by the way, I spiked out. I hit you yourself. I want this. That was but then people. Look, these what make you feel when it's fighting. Let's hear it. You, oh, Jay, I made my that's when we have the extra OG, yeah, the Yankees game. Shit, I made the. You literally want to get to something real quick. Now I'm going to get to that game and the Queens. You know, I was a big, okay, my family, half my family from New York, right? My daddy Mel, shout out to him. May he rest in peace, bro. I love you. Know, I know you watching those Knicks, bro, from heaven. That's right. He in heaven, bro. This motherfucker going to hell. But let me get to this, bro. So he came into my life when I was about 12. I was a Dallas Cowboys fan. My dad, Jerry, that's my biological dad, he used to take me to the Cowboys game. So I was just like in football. I was never into baseball or basketball. Okay. So Daddy Mel comes into my life when I'm 12 and he got me into the Knicks, bro. And then I always liked basketball, but I was never good at it, though. Anyway, so he got me into baseball and basketball. So I used to be a Mets fan. Wally Backman, Dwight Gooden, number 16. See, I know Daryl Strawberry, number 18. We had Mookie Wilson, number one. Yeah, Lenny Dykstra. Yeah, so I was a big Mets fan. And then we won the World Series against the Red Sox. Remember, I was in 80. Yeah, 87? I can't remember that. But we won against the Red Sox, bro. That the third baseman blunder forgot everything. And then check this out. So then I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna get to this, but this is where my podcasts are dope, bro. Because I tell stories. And my stories are interesting. People like my shit, bro, for real. So so basically, I was a Mets fan, okay, New York Mets fan. And then Dwight Gooden got traded. Daryl Strawberry. I think it's like Daryl Strawberry. I think it's like got traded to the Yankees. So I became a Yankees fan. Hmm. Well, that was before they started winning the World Series, bro. And they had Dale Jeter. They had, I remember we had Keith Hernandez on our team. That. Yeah, Don Mattingly on the Yankees, bro. I don't think he ever won a World Series. But, bro, I used to love, and then Mariano Rivera, number 42, bro. He had this pitch, bro. Not called a slicer. Damn it, man, what was it called, bro? He had this one pitch nobody could cut. It's called a cutoff or anyway, he's probably one of the best pitchers or relief pitchers, especially of all time, bro. I forgot what pitch that he had. Oh, I gotta look it up. Bro. It takes time, bro. But yeah, the slicer. And so yeah, I can't be a Yankee fan, bro. And to this day, Yankees are still my favorite, bro. They haven't won the World Series for a long time. So I'm not a bandwagon fan, bro. So I liked the Yankees and then the Dodgers because I was born in LA, bro. So let me get back to the Knicks. When I was a Mets fan, Pete, my Papa Mel, got me into liking the Knicks, bro. We had Bernard King, Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, yeah, Larry Johnson, John Starks, bro. Yeah, Mark Jackson, yeah, from St. John's University, Patrick Ewing. Did I say Bernard King? Bro, Bill Cartwright, yeah. So I'm a true Knicks fan, bro. So that was my first favorite team, no joke, dog. New York Knicks and then the Lakers. And I remember Michelle, my ex-wife, shout out to you. She was a Chicago Bulls fan. She liked Michael Jordan. So I would always root for the Knicks. So we'd always get our asses whooped by the Bulls, bro. And then I liked the Lakers when we had Magic Johnson, uh, I think Kareem at the time, bro. But I would still root for the Knicks versus the Lakers, bro. And then I liked Kobe Bryant. Okay, so after the Knicks, then I liked the Lakers, and I liked Shaq and Kobe. And then I liked Miami Heat for a minute, bro, because I thought I was gonna move to Florida. So I liked LeBron James when they beat the Spurs, bro, and they had Dwayne Wade. And oh, then I liked the Warriors because I lived in the Bay Area when Michelle was going to school at UC Davis, so vet school, bro. So yeah, I've switched to Rue, and yeah, I can admit. But by the way, I liked the Warriors, and Michelle will attest to this. I liked the Warriors when they were sucking, bro. We had Baron Davis, we had Mark Jackson. Did we have Mark Jackson? I know he was on the Clippers. I don't know if he was on the Warriors, but we had Baron Davis. This was Steph Curry, bro. Was just starting out. Our team sucked, bro. Michelle and I would just go to games and get drunk and eat the buffet. And we'd sit courtside, by the way, on the wood, bro. Celebrity Row. I was the only celebrity. Okay, I'm gonna get to this, bro. Give me a second. 'Cause listen, I'm just it's called Crime and Family Court, bro. But I like to give a little like a monologue. Yeah. And by the way, my name is Robert Gavin. I was a child star, bro. Yeah, on a TV show called Land of the Lost and Baywatch. Yes, sir. Damn. But anyway, let me get back to I like to say who I hung out with too, but no one wants to hear that. Leonardo DiCaprio. That's my boy, bro. David Faustino, Ryan Austin Green. Go Google them, bro. My girlfriend was Jordan. Blood, bro. Oh shit, listen to this. New York, Frank Sinatra. Listen. It's just not. No, yes. Listen, Marilyn, what would you say? That's my one, Marilyn. Yes.
Start spreading the news.
You're a ninja.
I'm leaving today. I want to be part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes. Just
Bro,
spread.
yeah, I'm from New York, bro. So I'm good, bro. I got New York blood. I consider being seen from New Yorker, bro. You know, if I ever be back to America, I'm moving to New York, bro. Because I'm all New York, bro. Because I tell you how to your face, bro, like these podcasts. I tell it to your face, bro, via text, bro. People can't handle that shit, bro. That's what New Yorkers do, bro, especially the Jewish New Yorkers. Yeah, the Jewish New Yorker. So my point is, bro, bro, I would fit in perfectly in New York because they would handle my personality and not everyone would be so sensitive. So if I talk shit and said some bullshit, they would break up with me so fucking quickly, bro. Again, New Yorkers are tough, bro. They say if you can survive in New York, you can survive anywhere. Listen, anywhere. Yeah, see, they say if you can survive in New York, that's Frank Sinatra. If you can make it in New York, you can make it in anywhere, bro. I think that's where I'm gonna eventually go to, bro. New York. Yeah, yeah. Motherfucker, I'm tough in New York, bro. Like me and my Papa Mel from the Bronx, bro. Anyway, let me get back to this, but my monologue's almost over, and then I'm gonna get to this right now. Get the Gavin Sphere. Welcome to the Gavin Sphere. That's pen, bro. But and I didn't come up with all of this shit, right? And then ChatGPT makes it for me. But bro, I was a Knicks fan, bro. Yes, I jumped on the bandwagon. And now I'm a Knicks fan, bro. I love Jalen Brunson. Look, I love the Warriors still. So New York's like I'm back to I was my first favorite team was the Knicks, and I'm back to loving them again, bro. And I'll tell you why. It's not so much because they won, bro, and I was rooting for them. If they would have lost, I'd still make them my number one team. I just like Jalen Brunson, bro. I know his whole history, bro. He's dating his childhood sweetheart, high school sweetheart. Oh, shout out to him, bro. Yeah, I can still be with my fucking high school sweetheart, bro. But the the king took my high school sweetheart away. And I'm gonna get to that. Yeah, King Barry. King Barry got the mommy, bro. No money, no honey. Fucking idiot. So anyway, I just like the story of Jalen Brunson, his dad coaching him since he's a young kid, bro. They always thought he was too small. He wasn't a 1A. I mean, and he wasn't a first point guard, that he should be a second, third team. He was always overpaid, even though he took a pay cut so that his other teammates could be on his team, bro. This was not a super team, by the way, bro. There was no LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Durant. There wasn't three Hall of Famers on the team, bro. That's not a super team. So, yeah, Carl Anthony Towns will probably make the Hall of Fame, possibly. We know Jalen Brunson is. But everyone else were just role players, bro. I just like Jalen Brunson humble, bro. I like Steph Curry number one. And I kind of not liking him anymore, bro. He just kind of pompous, bro. With Aisha, and they think they fucking rule the world and they have a 30,000 square foot home in Atherton. Bro, Jalen Brunson he's from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, bro. And he was talking about his dad struggling to make basketball teams his entire life and struggling, quote unquote. But I just like him, bro. He's just a rough rider, bro. Rough rider, like DMX anthem, bro. And I don't like pompous rich motherfuckers like King Barry, bro. And I'm just feeling like Steph Curry ain't humble anymore, bro. Like Jalen Brunson, I think would sign autographs and go out there and do homeless uh, shelter drives. I like you, Jalen Brunson. You're not my favorite player, bro. And you could be my favorite player of all time, bro. Because I like your girl, dog, Allie, your wife. It's a sweetheart since they were 16 years old, before Brunson was anybody, dog. And she was with him through high school and college and the pros. Bro, I thought that was you, Michelle. I thought you and I were forever, bro. Love conquers all, right? I'd always call you my forever, bro. And she would do the same thing, bro. And now she with lizards, dog. The fucking gecko, bro. I mean, bro, you just, you just played, bro. Look at that. Let me get to it right now. It hurts, bro. I even told my other friend, and I'm not gonna say her name, bro. I don't want her mad at me, bro. That, bro, it's hard, bro. I do these podcasts for therapy. It's my therapy. I'm getting. It's like I'm talking to you all, bro. And that's why when you go to therapists, Michelle knows. What do you do most of the time, Michelle? You talk. Talk to your therapist, right? So I'm talking to my therapist. It's my podcast. This is my healing. And at the same time, I believe I'll help others that are in my situation. This is why I'm doing crying in family court, not crying in coconut water, bro. That's just selfish of me, bro. Crying in family court, let me explain. I'm going to have guests every week, bro. And they're going to talk about their uh what's going on in their family court, what's going on in their lives, how they're being alienated, and I'm gonna get into this, and how they're being fucking destroyed by the king and queens and their families, bro, and by the judges and the lawyers. Just bullshit, bro. Again, yeah, Michelle, we were a perfect couple, bro. Yeah, we have some disagreements, of course, like any normal couple. You don't think the king and queen fight, bro? The reason why the queen stays with the king is because he's got 500 million, bro. Guaranteed if I had $500 million, I should have 500 million, but I spent it all on my fucking kids that I'm just so disappointed besides Jacob. So unappreciative, so ungrateful. And what did Grandma Frankie ever do, bro? They ghosted her, bro. Man, what a family. We were always there. But now King gonna spend it because he's paying the bills, bro. He got him on lockdown, dog. It's sad. It's just is what crying in family court. This is what fucking happens, bro. It destroys families, and that's what I was telling my friend. I texted her today, bro. Tell her, bro, it's hard, bro. My ex cheated on me with Paul Fiore, my good friend. Yeah, stole my business, stole my pets. The king, you're not gonna win the lawsuits, bro. I'm gonna tell you. And by the way, I'm hurt, bro. That's why I'm fucked up. I never said I'm saying I'm not crazy, but I'm fucked up mentally, and I'm gonna do these podcasts because other people who have been damaged and hurt in family court are fucking hurt too, bro. We got PTSD because of you, King. And King's laughing. Look at him laughing. Ah, I got you, Robert. You know why he's laughing, bro? He's trying to get revenge because I exposed the king and Queen Louise their affair. They were having sex. Sucky, sucky. Yeah, bro. They were having this fucking air conditioner on. It's so hot in here. They're having, they were doing this in Taiwan. Yeah, bro. It's fucked up. And David, you know what David did to Michelle? So I exposed that. So now he's coming after me, bro. So he had Michelle when she was most vulnerable, twice now, and he got her. But now Michelle's got to deal with her consequences. And I don't give a fuck how happy she wants to claim she is, bro. She destroyed our family, bro, by listening to King Barry. Yeah, King Barry, you might be thinking you're destroying me. Mm-mm. But what you're doing indirectly is destroying your family. The blood. Your oh, by the way, this is a dope outfit, bro. Adidas. I'm losing weight, bro. I want to get a six pack, bro. Yeah, I want a six pack, bro. So I can get the honeys. So I can get a girlfriend. Yeah. No, I really don't want a girlfriend. Right? No, I'm focused on this podcast. I'm gonna blow these up. My businesses, bro, and just work on myself and work on this Gavin Spear, Klein family court, bro. I'm gonna blow this up, bro. I swear on everything, bro. Just like I blew up that ASAP. I'm gonna blow this up, bro. We need a top five podcast. But anyway, back to Barry. Let's get to this. So King Barry's trying to get his revenge. It's okay, because this is what it's called. I'm sorry, it took a lot of minutes. But here we go, bro. So that's my monologue. I got another podcast to do. Mm, This one's important, bro. Because this is the important one, bro. Yeah, in our family court, Barry is king, Louise is queen. Everyone else, just peasants. That's what it is, bro. When you have that kind of fucking money, this motherfucker loves that power. He loves that control. I was telling my son Jacob that. He just loves to be able to use his money as a weapon and control everyone. And he wants everyone to bow down to the King Mary. Yeah, including his new son-in-law, there, who's an ATM. But that's what narcissists thrive on other people bowing down and kissing their ass. He wants to wake up every day and hear Michelle and my kids and say, "Hello, King Barry. How was your day? Would you like me to wipe your tushy with my tongue?" They like to he wants his whole lick, bro, and kiss. Oh, for real, bro. Whereas me, dog, I don't want that. I just want everyone knows out of all my friends and family members, bro. I never treated anyone. And maybe I've come off that way sometimes, but I've always bowed down and boosted other people's egos and told them how much they meant to me or how beautiful they were and how grateful and blessed I was to be in their life or they were in my life. I always was so grateful and appreciative. And I would always communicate that to people because I, again, grew up poor, not like King Barry, who grew up rich in Beverly Hills. I grew up poor, bro. So everything I've ever accomplished or all the accolades or anything that I've received in life, I've always been blessed, bro. Just so grateful. And to this day, I'm blessed that I can do a podcast and I'm still healthy and I can drink a glass of wine, smoke a cigar. I'm gonna eat this fucking yummy crap thing right here, bro. I'm just blessed about everything, bro. My past relationships. I'm blessed that I even had Michelle marry me, that we had four beautiful kids that are all being destroyed now by King Barry. But again, whatever. I'm rambling on. Let me get to this. Sorry to choke in your face. So we got Barry the King, my way or the highway. Th- Swear to God, that's how he is, bro. If you don't listen to him, Michelle knows. Listen, If you don't do exactly what Barry says, he'll fucking say, I'll lawyer up. I have emails. I'll cut you off. I will evict you. So they know they're on pins and needles with Barry, bro. I was even telling Jacob, mommy ain't going to Mastro's. Mommy's not ordering filet mignons for $100, bro. She's not getting lobster. She's not eating caviar. Never did she did that. Eat caviar, I did. But bro, she's not out there going to Hualalai 4 Seasons. She's not flying first class. Bro, she's not ordering Peter Michael wine, bro, or Kistler. Because Barry will scrutinize that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I know what's happening, bro. Barry's got Michelle and my kids on lockdown, bro. He's all, bro, you can't order fillets from Mastro's. You order sirloin from Food for Less, bro. Yeah, they're going to Denny's for a steak, bro. Bro, Barry would never, ever allow, especially now he's in control. That's what he wanted, bro. He wanted to get, and he accomplished it. Get rid of Robert Gavin because I was the only one that would stand up to the man, bro. Because I was the only one in this fucking family that would ever make serious money like Barry. It was Barry Karen, Mike Karen, and myself, bro. We were the ones, the multimillionaires that could make our own money, and we didn't have to be abused and listen to King Barry, bro, and for him to control us, bro. Now I see why my other ex doesn't like people controlling her. She's so right, bro. So yeah, she knows who she is from Goyette. But she's right, though. No one should control anyone. I hate being controlled. I get it now. This motherfucker is a control freak. And I'll tell you why, because he's insecure, he's fat, he's ugly. Look at him. He looked like Humpty Dumpty dog, and Humpty Dumpty fell down. Remember, bro? You're gonna fall down, bro. I promise you, bro. I'm gonna sue you for hundreds of millions of dollars. Even if you die, I'll take all your estate. I'm gonna get it, and I will fight for the next 20 years until I die. I'm gonna bankrupt your ass, bro. And a jury will side on me, bro, because you interfered with my business, bro. It was a potential $1 billion business, and you interfered. You could delete all your texts and emails. That's obstruction of justice. It's still out there on iCloud, bro. You're gonna get caught, bro. The jury could not side with you, bro. Regardless of my marital issues with Michelle, you can't come in there and take over my business, bro. Anyway, so here's a problem. He's not a control freak. He's a narcissist. He doesn't want my family to live the good life, bro. He never lived the good life, bro. He always would stay at Holiday Inn and motels, whereas we wanted to fly first class, stay at the Peninsula, stay at the Four Seasons. Bro, my kids are taking, you're on the wrong side, bro. So the only one out of my kids is that's going to get the life of luxury is Jacob, bro. I'll still buy him Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, whatever he wants, bro. Porsche, cars, anything he wants, bro. Mercedes. I got you, Jacob. I'll, I'll buy him a big ass house, bro. I want him to live a good life and love me, bro. I don't need to penalize him, bro. If you make 500, look at Joe Rosen's dad, King. Joe Rosen's dad made hundreds of millions, and he bought his kids nice homes. And look at they're doing well. Sam and Ben Rosen are at Vanderbilt and somewhere else, bro. They're doing very well, bro, because their dad wasn't a tyrant like you, bro. He wasn't a narcissist and a control. And made him Joe Rosen's dad rest his soul, bro. He died. I couldn't even go to his funeral because of fucking Michelle. She fucked up that relationship too. Joe Rosen was one of my best friends, and then he fucking switcherooed on me and start going on Michelle's side. I'm like, bro, Joe, why you going on Michelle's side? You're worse. You're an abuser, bro. This motherfucker would yell and scream at his kids. And even Michelle said, holy shit, look at fucking Joe Rosen. He's an abuser. Bro, imagine what you were doing. Let me get some more wine. Stay here, please. Look, bro, I barely drink any. I barely drink. But, bro, I don't know if you can still hear me, bro. Bro, broski. Listen. Look at this. It's getting down, bro. I'm working out. It's about workout clothes. But Joe is so abusive, bro, to his fucking wife in front of us and his kids, bro. I never did that shit, bro. And but my point is that Joe's family bought them nice homes. So I don't understand why Barry put my kids I mean, you're showing Agora Hills and a little 3,000 square foot home, bro. Bro, we used to live in $10 million homes. She's living in a $2 million home. I know that's still expensive, relatively speaking, but probably living in a 3,000 square foot home, bro. 4 kids and Paul Fiore. Yeah, that's right, Paul. The lizard. I know you live there, bro. That's the lizard. He's the ATM now for Barry. But bro, they were living in the Oaks, 7,500 square foot home, bro, with a movie theater. Well, Barry, why did you take them out of a nice gated, safe community, bro? You're worth 500 million. Because Barry doesn't want my family living a good life. So that's how you fucked up, Michelle. Why is it Paul giving you the good life? I bet he sold his company into it for $1 billion. All right, let's get this guy. So we got Barry the King. Listen. So Barry the King, always right, never wrong. 8 rolls the circus. So we used to call each other the Gaggin circus. Everyone wanted to hang out with us. I swear on God, bro. I swear on King Barry's life. So I swear, literally had about 1,000 friends, bro. Every weekend, I swear, we had 100 friends at our house, and I would pay like $2,000-$3,000 for food, lobster, shrimp, caviar, wine, bartenders, bro. You had the best life, bro. And you don't remember that, Michelle? Is Paul Fiore doing that for you, the lizard? Again, the only thing he motherfucking does is take you to happy hour at PetSmart and gives you fucking crickets and spiders and snakes and shit. You and your fucking alligators and whatever they got at PetSmart. I don't think they got alligators, but I know they got a lot of crickets, bro. Because I know that's what the lizard likes to feast on, bro. And he's so ugly, bro. Fuck. What the fuck? Anyway, well, so my point is that everyone would come in my house, bro. And Barry was jealous. Barry never came over. I would invite him. I would invite Michelle's brother, David, bro. You know who came over? Scott. Yeah. So they can't say I was such a bad guy. Because Scott, that's Barry's other son, the monkey, I call him. He looks like a monkey, bro. So the fucking monkeys, Scott, would come over all the time. He loved me, bro. So so Barry can't say, well, I didn't come over, Michelle, because Robert was toxic and he's a bad guy. No. Every year, Scott, for his birthday, would want me there. So think about the logic. It's just because Barry was selfish. David was selfish. He was doing the dunes rides without his wife, Allison, that he hasn't fucked in 7 years. And Sydney, he'd leave him at home, bro, every weekend. Even Michelle once said, David, why don't you ever take your nephews to the dunes? Never. He might now to kiss up to Michelle because we're going through a divorce. But so my point is that was very well liked. And then Jeff and Judy's son, daughter, or whatever his name is, Jen Dolan, and Jeff loved me. They wanted to hang out with me. So trust me, it wasn't about me, bro. Again, it was about Barry, bro. He didn't want to drive 45 minutes to our house. And Louise didn't, they didn't want to come over, bro, and hang out with the grandkids or Michelle. Michelle, do you remember? I would invite them over every weekend. How many times did your dad come over? 0. But my mom would come over. My dad would come over. Grandpa Mel. Again, bro, this is a fucking narcissist, selfish family. Again, King Barry, bro. Again, this is why I don't like rich people, bro. So I'm a Democrat because they're rich people. They're just selfish, bro. They just. By the way, Barry, the reason why he didn't want to come over because he'd come home from work and then work again. All he cared about was Magnadine, his company. So listen. So Barry would come home, and even on the weekends, bro, all he did was work, work, work. He's got Asperger's, bro. He doesn't know how to socialize. So that's the thing too. He didn't want to come to my house, and David admits he has Asperger because he didn't know how to socialize. He didn't know how to talk to my friends. Even Michelle, I swear to God, I believe she got Asperger's because she doesn't know how to socialize. And that's why she's with Paul Fiore, bro. So that's why she does drugs and alcohol, bro. Guaranteed, if Michelle's not on alcohol or substances like ecstasy or coke, bro, she shuts down. That's why she likes Stephanie Schwartz for our business. Yeah, it's still my business. It's because Stephanie Schwartz does all the talking. She's the personality of our business, bro. She's the bubbly girl. Whereas Michelle, very difficult for her to social. Dude, she can't. I met her when I first met her, bro. She didn't even talk, bro. My mom used to call her the mute or Mel. I'm sorry, not my mom. Mel called her the mute, bro. Sorry, Michelle, that's true. You know that. Bro, you never spoke. Even our friends, Cornell, Gary Lubin, more. They said they don't know you, bro. Michael Saltz, bro. Oren Madar. I could think of Shelby Linka. They say they all need you to be drunk to talk, bro. It's the truth, bro. You don't talk to these people. I don't know if it's I guess when you were a little girl, I don't know if it's because your dad was so abusive to you, bro. I think you said he yelled and screamed all the time, or you were just really shy. It's okay if you're really shy. I like shy girls. I don't like the fucking extroverts and I like introverts. I don't like the fucking yentas like Allison and what's her name? Heidi. They're all just yappers, bro. Gossipers. Michelle Arnott. Stephanie Schwartz. No, I like the shy girl, Michelle, my ex. I like the fucking shy girls. Yeah. All right, so let's get to this, bro. So look, here we go. These are the peasants, bro. Look at this, bro. Oldest daughter, never right. That's Michelle. Yeah. Son doesn't matter. That's Scott, David. Middle daughter, never right either. That's Jessica. Mom ignored since 1987. That's true. Bro, Michelle, you were ignored by your daddy. You know that's true. Okay, look at this, the king, bro. What the fuck, Barry the king, bro? Man, look at this, bro. This is pimp, bro. Look, crying. What's the cry right there? Crying to go catch a new family. Oh, look at this. A podcast about the family by the family. You too, bro. This could be pimp, bro. Dad, ATM, and slave, bro. Well, that's kind of me, bro. He was my ATM, and I was kind of his slave for a while. And then finally, I just said, fuck it, bro. You keep abusing me, bro. I tell Jacob, bro, bro, he just abused me, bro. Treated me like shit because he controlled me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When you got the money, you're in control, and I took it. I took his abuse, bro, because I wanted the money. So I played the acting role. Yes, sir, Mr. Karen, King Karen. Oh, so what the gap? I played the role, bro, and I played it perfectly, bro. Look at those lanterns right there. Played it perfectly, bro, because I guarantee you I got at least $10 million from you, bro. Yes, sir. Oh, and by the way, I'm getting money every month, bro. I mean, you're supporting my kids. I was telling my mom, I was like, Mama, don't feel so bad for me, bro. I had to spend $1 million a year for my kids. Now I don't have to spend one penny. And then Michelle's gonna spend it. Where your dad doesn't help. I gave my kids $100,000 each or 100,000 total last year, bro. That's more than people make in a year for Balenciaga, whatever. Here's my point. I was telling Jacob, why should I pay or offer support when we got buried? I don't need to. Mm. And by the way, no one's even asked me to pay for college or any expenses, bro. I got Karen Silver trying to do subpoenas and trying to figure out my income sources. You'll never figure it out, bro. It's all legal, bro. Hmm. Again, I prepared for this day. I make no income, bro. Legally. They're gonna say, well, how do you live this nice life? It's none of your business. Simple as that. I don't have income, bro. They're gonna say, but you say you're so rich and you're worth millions. So what does that matter? I can say whatever I want to say, bro. Karen, Karen, you know who's gonna pay me alimony? King Barry. You know who's gonna lose in civil court and federal court? King Barry. Because King Barry did me wrong. He did a civil conspiracy, bro. Torturous interference. That's torch, bro. Barry gonna lose. No jury's siding with this rich motherfucker, bro. He can bring up all of our marital issues. My lawyer will strike that. That's irrelevant, bro. That has nothing to do with him interfering with my business, with his employee, Richard David, and telling Michelle, weaponizing her, by the way, and telling Michelle what to do to take me out of my own business. You're very, you can, you can think you're the richest guy, the most powerful guy with the most powerful lawyers. It's a jury at the end of the day. And I guarantee you, when the juries hear that this this King Barry Goliath versus David, you're going to lose, bro. I have the facts. The facts are Bets ASAP was my business. I had it going. We were on fire. And then Michelle, we had an issue. And you had had a vulnerability and you took control, bro. I have texts from people. I have bro, you're done. Barry, you're so fucked, dog. You're worth 500 million. I promise you, this was $1 billion company. I'm gonna wipe you out. If you think I can't, I will. You think I'm gonna be pro se? I'm not. I have one of the best attorneys. One of the best attorneys, bro. It's gonna smoke you. And I promise you, I can afford a fucking lawyer in the state of California. The federal one, I don't care about. It's the state of California, bro. I'm coming to get you, Barry. Barry, I'm gonna take your fucking money, bro. Did you see what just happened with Rebecca Glessman? What was that? $200 million. 200 million. I know that's different. And by the way, I'm gonna get you for the murder of Patricia. That ruined. I mean, that plays into the control factor that Michelle didn't have a mom because you killed her, Barry. So Michelle has no other choice but to listen to you. That ruined me with Betsy ASAP. Okay. And David, a molester, is motive to show that you had a personal vendetta and you wanted revenge. But again, at the end of the day, bro, a jury will side. I have the facts, bro, the evidence to prove what you did, Barry. You're done. So keep listening to Alan Wallet. Put me. Bro, you fucked up by interfering in Betsy ASAP. I don't give a fuck if you think I couldn't own it. It was my business that I created and founded, bro. And you took control. Bro, you have your fucking CPA or accountant doing our taxes for Betsy and Safety. Bro, it's all, dude, the jury will see everything. You sent Richard David to my house to do the Vets ASAP, bro. You fucking took control. You told Michelle what to do. You're fucked, bro. It's interference, bro. I'll get you, Barry. Barry, a jury will side. Anyway, let's get to the end of this, bro. I don't want to talk so. Oh, this is the best one. Even the dog knows his place. Look at the doggy. Yeah, the dungeon. Barry's fucking dungeon, bro. Can you believe that's what I call it? Barry puts his fucking dog in like a 200 square foot fucking dark closet. Barry, it's all gonna come out, bro. You want to try to assassinate my character? Well, Robert's done this and that. No, it's all bullshit. You only have pictures and fabricated evidence, bro. Barry, I have proof, bro. You got legal shit you have done. It's just so good. It's fucking serious. I have so much proof of the shit you have done. How are you going to explain Jessica in the mental institute that she told everyone it's because of your abuse? How are you going to explain the email Michelle wrote to me saying that you killed her mom and that she wants nothing to do with Louise and her mom would be devastated if our kids call her grandma and that she cheated and how much that Michelle was so scared that you were going to evict us from the house that we needed to do whatever you said. I can go on and what David has said, how you all hate me, bro, and Daryl hates me, and your dad, bro. I will show motive. King Barry, that you wanted to destroy me. So you're trying to, well, you're working it right now with Aiden, Ethan, and Alexis to destroy me and to alienate me from my kids. Okay. So that's one thing. Number two, you've already taken me from my business, bro, and you've taken me from my pets. So maybe that's a divorce court, family court, and family court. Two of those issues, but the most important one is where I'm going to show that's ASAP my business, my logo, my marketing, my Google ads. Mm. I was the CEO. I ran the entire ship. And I would tell Richard, we're $1 billion company in the making. We're so profitable in December. Michelle knows. You can't win, Barry. King Barry. King Barry's thinking to himself, well, I'm going to hire GT Law. Or I think he's got a new law firm, bro. Skrillex or whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck who you have, bro. Wait till you see the law firm that I have, bro. I could go toe to toe with you, bro. Look who I got now. Joseph Land, bro. He gonna go toe to toe with Karen Silver. So I could play it too, bro. So I'm gonna tell you something, dog. You might have a law firm from the federal RICO. Wait till you see the law firm I have for California. Top 10. That's all I need to tell you. Top 10. Because they want that money, bro. Don't worry, bro. They know you're worth 500 million. They know this is a good case. King Barry. You're gonna go down, bro. And you know what? My kids continue, not Jacob, think that you're so rich and you're gonna squash me and they're gonna get this inheritance. I say, bro, you're never gonna see Barry's money. Ever. Barry ain't gonna give you money to buy Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, and live in a $10 million home like Daddy would for them. So listen, I love this fucking talk. That's why I talk about ex-girlfriend too, bro. Yes, bro. I got an evil, toxic motherfucking father-in-law or former. He's coming at me, bro, for the last year and a half to bring me down because I fucking exposed their affair. And then his daughter is now like him, Barry. Michelle, Karen, Fiore, Lizard is just like her daddy and her uncle, Jeff. They're cheaters. And Raymond, all fucking cheaters, bro. How could we fucking my fucking good friend Paul Fiore the Lizard? Cookie the Lizard, how is that possible? I ain't fucking your friend, Michelle. Damn, bro, that's off limits. Bros before hoes, bro. Bro, you don't fuck your good friend's wife or ex-wife. That's off limits. Damn, Paul, when I see you, bro, I'm gonna knock you out. Sorry, I'm not. Well, they're gonna get me through a threat. I'm just gonna spit on you. Okay, I'm not gonna do that either. I'll just sue you, bro. Yeah, but you have no money, so what's the point? The only thing I could sue you for is for whatever Michelle's dad was giving you at the ATM. Isn't that sad, Barry? You now have to support another son-in-law. And he'll poach you way worse than me, bro, because he's a con artist, bro. He's a scammer. You think I was a scammer? You think I was a scammer, bro? Look at Paul's lawsuits that they have against him. His business business partners. They say that he scammed. So fucking funny. Well, so ironic. Be careful what you wish for, Barry. Michelle, be careful what you wish for, bro. She's in love with a fucking 61-year-old grandpa Leonard. But anyway, listen. I'm coming for you, Barry. You're not gonna win, dude. I'm gonna have the best law firm. I promise you. I don't give a fuck if it costs me $1 million. I have that million. I got the mill, Bear. Bear. So if it costs me $1 million to make 500 million, that's a good return for investment. Yeah, Barry, I'm coming for you. Again, I continue to tell Jacob, which he's finally understanding. You're fucked, bro. And again, Lexus and Aiden, Ethan, they think grandpa's worth so much and gonna take care of us for life. I said, no. I go, he'll do a trust where you don't see the money till you're 50 years old, like Michelle, and it would only pay enough for your survival. He's not gonna pay for your apartment. Barry wants you to get a job, bro. What do you think? Barry Aiden, do you think Barry just wants you to sit at home all day and you're just gonna get fucking $5,000, $10,000 a month, bro? Hey, dog. Do you think Barry's just gonna give you $5,000, $10,000 a month and say, okay, you don't have to work? Barry's not about that, man. Barry's like, he will only give you that money out of the trust if you're disabled or you have cancer. He will make you work, even at Starbucks, just to pay for your apartment. Whereas me, if I you a $10 million mansion, and you all fucked up, bro. My other three kids, because I got all these businesses, bro. Especially my Thai street coffee. I'll be a billionaire, and I would have bought all you guys $20 million homes and said, "Listen, come work for me. Let's all." You know how I roll, kids. I've always purchased, given you the best vacations, the best dinners, the nicest clothes. Come on. Come on. You sided with this evil motherfucker? You fucked up. And now you got to kiss Queen Louise's ass? Michelle, you don't think Patricia's mad? Yeah, Michelle. You're a sellout, bro. I used to send Louise roses, flowers every Mother's Day, and you get mad at me and tell me not to. So come on, bro. Let's call a spade, bro. Stop blaming me, bro. You're the one who told me not to be nice to Louise, so I just followed you, bro. If anyone was brainwashed, it was me by you. All right. Anyway, welcome to the first episode. Oh, by the way, so this is not going to be about me rambling on every fucking week. So I'm going to have guests every week, and we're going to talk about their situation in family court. I want to hear their stories. Yeah, because everyone's already heard my stories, guys. My stories are like, uh, I've already heard it. You're rambling on. No one wants to hear my stories anymore, bro. So I want to hear everyone's stories, bro. I want to hear from 1,000, 2,000 people. My cousin, shout out to you, Mike Wiseman. He's my co-producer, bro. He's gonna get me all my guests. I'm gonna get Kevin Federline. Yeah, that's Britney Spears' ex-husband. I'm gonna get Brian Austin Green. That's Megan Fox's ex-husband. Bro, I got some heavy hitters coming up, dog. Robin Thicke. So I got him. That's Paula Patton and them. They were in family court, bro. He's a Grammy Award winner. Corey Nemec, bro. Emmy, I think it's a winner or not. I got a lot of celebrities, bro. I like Eden Sassoon. Vida Sassoon's daughter, bro. Mm. I got Toby Maguire, Spider-Man, with his divorce. So I got a lot of, but I want regular people too. But I'm getting a lot of celebrities. Okay, I'm looking at all my Rolodex, bro. All the people I know, bro. I'm trying to figure out what biggest celebrity I have, bro. I think that's the biggest. I think Kevin Federline. That's gonna be one of the biggest, bro. And Megan Fox, bro. But more so Kevin Federline, bro, with Mark Kaplan, bro. That was a crazy ass fucking uh, divorce, bro. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble on. I'm really not crazy. Just I'm hurt, and I'm using my pain. Yeah, I know, Barry. You got me, bro. Congrats. You got me, bro. It's okay. But listen, even though you hurt me, crying family court. Listen, it's my kids know, especially Jacob. They know what you're about, bro. So just listen. You might be getting your revenge on me right now. That's okay. It's temporary. So yeah, I'm hurt because I love my kids, bro. But I also love Thailand. So it's kind of a win-win. I really like where I'm at. So I don't want to be back in America. If I did, I'd go to New York, like I said. But Barry thinks he's like, okay, ching. I got Robert. Payback is a motherfucker. That's what he's thinking. No, that's not true. Because everyone knows what you're about, Barry. We know you're an abuser. We know you weaponize your money. We know you're a control freak. You're a narcissist. And we know that you only like my kids to destroy me. We know that's your only initiative. We know you've been neglectful to our kids their entire lives. So they know you're a scammer. So they're poaching you, bro. And I'm loving it, bro, because I'm saving money. But again, by the time you die, everyone knows you're a piece of shit, Barry. Everyone, even your sister knows, bro. Adrian knows. Judy knows. Trust me. Jeff Dolan knows. Elizabeth Karen knows. Uh, Nobody really likes you, Barry. They don't. You might think they do, bro. Again, because you got the money. Mm. Your employees kissed your ass for your money. Richard David kisses your ass because he's on the payroll. Again, I still literally have at least 100 friends, maybe 200. I used to have 1,000, but 800 of them were fucking leeches, only ass motherfuckers. But again, Barry, check this out, dog. We all know what you're about. You're just getting used, including by your daughter, Michelle. You really think she loves you, bro? She's gonna say, "I'm so happy you came into my life now, Daddy. Daddy, I'm 51, and I'm so happy you're now involved with my kids. You're such a great father. I didn't know what kind of wonderful human being you were." No, she's thinking in the back of her mind, "I gotta say this. I need the fucking money. I need the house, the college tuition, pay my car bills." She knows that her mom's dead because of you, Barry. She said it to me in an email, and because of Queen Louise. So she's saying whatever, bro, to you. Uh, you follow me, dog? What's the word? I can't think of it. I got dementia. But bro, she just blows smoke up your ass. She don't like you. She's told me since day one and every day she hated you. She feared you. She never wanted to speak to you. Oh, now she's gonna say, "Well, Daddy, Robert brainwashed me. I was scared because Robert would tell me." No, they told me to hide in the closet when I first met you. I bet you they told Paul Fiore to hide in the closet. I bet you when you come over the house, they have to hide Paul Fiore's car because they don't want you to know he lives there because you pay the fucking mortgage. Or I'm sorry, you bought the house for them, cash. So listen, fuck, I love this song. Who is this, bro? Oh, this song's dope, bro. This bad, bro. So my point is that I guarantee you they're hiding Paul Fiore. When you come over, because Paul lives there, I guarantee you they say, "Paul, you need to leave so my dad doesn't think you live here and you're mooching off my dad." Think about that, bro, because he can't afford a fucking heat lamp, bro. When he's not at Michelle's, your house, Barry, he's at fucking PetSmart, bro, in the fucking aquarium, getting that fucking heat lamp, bro. So again, Barry, they all fear you, bro. Again, you might think, oh yeah, the word is appease. So Michelle's appeasing you, bro. King. Yes, queen. You know what sucks the most to Patricia? Michelle has to kiss up to Louise, bro. Yes. And I even asked Jacob, do you call her Grandma Louise? I can't believe Michelle sold out, bro, for money, bro. That's karma. Grandma Louise. I have the email. My mom would be devastated if my kids had to call Queen Louise Grandma Louise. Yeah, and I tell Jacob, I go, "Jake, your mom a sellout, bro. Sell out my mom, Grandma Frankie too. Wow, that's big karma, bro." Alexis, you hear this? Ethan, Aiden, my mom was so good. She's the real grandma. She might not have had 500 million, but she has 500 million in her heart. You know my mom loved you all, including Michelle, and she still loves Michelle. And she still loves you, Alexis, Ethan, Aiden, and Jacob. She'll never stop loving you guys, bro. But she hurt. She hurt. And you're gonna say, "Well, why is it grandma called you, bro? And she texts you, bro. You used to hang up on her, Alexis. Do you remember? My mom would call you and talk, and you would hang up on her. She wasn't defending me, bro. My mom was trying to make truce, bro. She was trying to say, "Come on, can't we all just get along?" And Alexis would hang up on my mom. Think about that, Alexis. That's fucked up, bro. You hang up on Louise? You wouldn't hang up on Louise, dog. Would you hang up on Barry? If Barry was talking to you and said some things you didn't like, would you hang up on him? Fuck no, because he's the money man. That's some con artist narcissism, bro. That's not learning from my family. That's learning from King Barry's family, bro. But Alexis, think about it. You ain't never hanging up on Barry. What if he said a gay slur? What if he said some homophobic comment? You ain't hanging up on him. You know why? because you know he paying the bills, bro. Bro, when I was paying your bills and we're at my house, bro, you would never hang up on me, dog. Or maybe you would, because you know I'm a good dude, bro. And I wouldn't ghost you, bro. I wouldn't mind, bro. You want to have a even my ex girlfriend, bro. She'll tell me what's up to my face, bro. That's what I loved about her so much, bro. She's a strong woman. And by the way, I love that name. I would never want someone like your mom, Michelle. I mean, Alexis. Damn, was that good, bro? I would never want anyone like Michelle because Michelle's a puppet. I want somebody who's a Leo, born as a Leo, strong and independent, that no one can control her. So I don't have to worry. God forbid, if I got into a fight with her, she would have 20 influencers or 10 influencers, including her papa, saying divorce me, bro. That's the problem. If Michelle was a fucking Leo and a strong, independent woman, she would have thought out and said, I'm not listening to these motherfuckers. I mean, her lawyer tells her what she can and cannot do, bro. I was telling Jacob, my son, Aiden, he needs his dad. He's a college dropout. I need to fucking get his ass back into college. I leave him voicemails all the time. Mm, I'm trying to buy Jacob a car, and I can't do shit because Michelle is cock blocked by these fucking divorce attorneys and Barry. Barry and the Karen Silver are saying this is crying in family court. You're like, do not talk to Robert. What? Why not talk to me, bro? This is so. What? Why not talk to me? We're trying. Like I was telling Jacob, I had no idea that Aiden dropped out of college. Why didn't you tell me, bro? I'm the dad. I raised him. I gave him all the love. I took him to school every day, every doctor appointment. I coached him in basketball. I would take him to basketball practice twice a week, coach his games on Saturdays. Barry only came one time. Barry only came one time. Grandma Louise never came. Scott, Rachel, and Jessica, his aunt and uncle, never came at all. No one in the Karen family ever came. Not my Karen, not Jeff or Jim. Come on, man. Fuck. Oh, are they going to come now? Damn, bro. Ryan and family court. This is the destruction. This is what divorce does to a family, especially when you have a fucking king, Karen. I'm going to say this in court, bro. When I fucking get to a jury, bro, I'm going to assassinate your character, Barry. I'm going to prove what a horrible grandfather you were. Horrible. You were so neglectful. You were never there in our kids' lives. And the only reason you're there now is to destroy me because you have a personal vendetta. You have a personal vendetta because I fucking outed you, bro. For fucking cheating on Patricia Kara. You hear me? You're involved right now. Yeah. Michelle, you can't call me, bro? What are you scared about, Michelle? You think I'm going to get mad at you because you're fucking my friend? Yeah, I'm mad about that, bro, but I don't care. I mean, I care, but look, do I wish we were back together having our 4 kids? Of course. Do I wish that we could be married and be in Hawaii or Cabo and enjoying life right now? Yes. Would I be there if you're 60, 70, fat, ugly, or pretty, or skinny? Or I was love was blind to me, bro. I never even. I didn't give a fuck how gorgeous or you were. I mean, bro, when I first dated you, bro, you were hot as fuck. But my point is, it just sucks. I don't want to see my kids destroyed, bro. They're gonna have so many problems going forward. I know, blame it on me. Blame it on yourself, Michelle, bro. I like I was telling Aiden, you're the one who backdoored me a second time. You said you'd never do it again. You filed divorce one time over some stupid shit, guys. Over stupid shit, bro. Because I got mad because you came into my fucking guest bedroom because I went to the Warriors game with my friend. I didn't take Jacob, and you were pissed, knocking on my door. And then you talked to Jessica, and Jessica said, talk to dad. And then Barry said, divorce Robert. Well, Barry never liked me, bro, because I would stand up to that motherfucker. No one ever stand up to King Barry but me. So that was a stupid divorce number one. And then divorce number two, you said, I swear I'll never do that again. And I trusted you, bro. So I spent another $5 million. We went on cruises, Punta Mita, Cabo, Hualalai. Yeah, do I get upset sometimes? So what? Of course. Barry does. King Barry gets upset way more than me, bro. So does your brother David. David would huff and puff. You know he does. Huff and puffs all the time. He's cray cray. He's a little fucking baby, bro. Patrick and Stephanie, they fight. Everyone fights, bro. But again, the point is that while I'm mad, and I told Aiden, you backdoored me again. We got into an argument because I told you Aiden was smoking weed when he went to the dentist. They put him under anesthesia and they risked his life for his wisdom teeth. And I was mad, bro. And I blew up at you, bro, via text. And you called your daddy, and your daddy said, divorce again. And you did it. Okay. Regardless of what happened before, because 4 months before, bro, you're giving me a love letter telling me how I'm the greatest thing. It's the best thing that ever happened to you in your life, and you love me so much. And I'm the rock of the family. So don't give me your bullshit, bro. It's been 32 years. Ugh. So again, so you backdoored me. You got a restraining order on our cats, on our business fest ASAP, and you ghosted my mom, and he ghosted me. I took the abuse for like 4 or 5 months, and then finally I said, "Fuck it, bro." No, and then you banned me from my twins' graduation, including my mom. Come on, that's my grandma Frankie couldn't see her grandsons graduate high school. Really? And Louise and David and Allison could. David and Allison, Michelle, Allison, you thought she was the craziest person of all time. Best friends with Louise, and your brother didn't even invite you to his 50th birthday. He could have invited you and said, I don't want Robert going, but I want my sister. But Rachel and Louise didn't want you there. You forget about this. So I said, fuck this shit. After that, I said, I'm suing everyone. But then I started to stand up for myself. And then I did the podcast. Then you did fabricated police reports, which is one of the reasons I couldn't come to America, which indirectly hurt your kid, Jacob, Aiden, who feel like I'm neglecting or abandoning them. It's not true. But Michelle, look at you. I don't know who's coaching you, bro. Karen or your dad. But it's all out of revenge, personal vendetta, which I'm gonna get your dad, bro. All of this that's going on, all of this, what they're doing to me. And I told my ex girl, it's caused a lot of pain, bro, a lot of suffering. But it's okay, but it just makes me stronger. Michelle, it ain't making you stronger. Look what I'm creating. I'm creating crime and family court. I will have millions of subscribers. This, I promise you, will be one of the biggest podcasts because this is 50% of what goes on in America. This is big. This ain't just like Joe Rogan podcast or Call Me Daddy podcast or basketball. This is hits the heart. Family court fucks lives up. I was telling my friend earlier today. Listen to this one. Hmm. I think divorces at family court is the worst thing besides death of a spouse or a mother or a child or a sibling. Because family court, bro, they take your kids away, fabricating evidence, they put you in jail. But most importantly, they take you away from your kids, bro. Divorce court. Like you try with Jacob. Why would you try to take me away from Jacob, bro? Bro, when your own brother molested you, Michelle, where's the logic on that, dog? So your brother pulls down your pants, tries to fuck you. I've never physically abused my kids. I've never hit them. I rarely yelled at them. I was never abusive like your King Barry. But he can be around our kids, and you got a court order against me because I didn't show up at court because I wasn't trying to fight with you at the time. I was trying to reconcile because I loved you, past tense. But again, this is going to be the biggest podcast, millions of subscribers, because again, like I was telling my friend earlier, family court destroys families, especially fathers with their kids. Criminal court is second, but criminal court, like I was telling my friend, they do that to themselves. So say you do a criminal offense, like white collar crime or physical or battery, that's you doing it to yourself. You have no one but to blame but yourself. But family court, bro, that's where bullshit happens, bro. That's where politics and indirectly buying the judge and getting the best attorneys and fabricating evidence and claiming domestic violence. I mean, there's parent alienation and community property and trying to take money, bro. Let me tell you what happens, bro. Taking pets, taking custody. I have something special on this one, bro. Look right there. Look, you're bullshit, bro. I don't even know, dog. Let me conclude, though. Maybe it's a place, look, family court, a place where showing love is classed as being emotional. Look at this. Look at this, bro. This is bullshit, bro. Fucking family court, bro. Gotta make me a fucking straight, bro. What's the fuck? Yeah, look. Oh, no. You see it? Oh, man. I like this Drake album. I'm not gonna lie. It says family court, a place where showing love is classed as being emotionally unstable. That's what you're all saying about me. I'm not emotionally unstable, bro. I told Jacob I'm finally speaking up, though. That's my voice, bro. Finally, thank God. And I'm an actor. So finally, this Karen family, I mean, King Barry, hires the most powerful lawyers because he's got so much money to destroy me. I took that abuse for like 7, 8 months. Finally, I said, fuck this shit. Or after almost a year, I said, fine, I'm going to do a podcast. Thank you to my cousin Sammy. And now I'm a voice, bro. People are going to be like bow downing to me saying, Robert Gavin, we love you, bro. You're standing up for fathers like me. This happens to so many fathers, millions of fathers in family court. You'll see, bro. They're all going to put me on a pedestal. They're all going to say I'm a god. I'm going to be very famous, bro. And a lot of people are going to say, thank you, Robert. Thank you for standing up for people like you and I. Again, it says contacting your children is classed as harassment. Exactly. That's what Michelle's trying to do. I'm calling Jacob up. He wants a car. He wants love. That's harassment. False allegations are encouraged and accepted. Yes, that's it, Michelle. Perjury is accepted. The truth is ignored, and you pay to see someone that's already yours. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if it gets. Yeah, see, so many fucking people, bro. Fuck, bro, what you did with those false allegations, Michelle. But it's okay, because I want to stay in Thailand. I fucking love it here, bro. All right. This is episode introductory, episode 1. My next one, I'll have a guest, and we're going to talk about their situation, which will be similar to mine. Michelle, your papa is not getting away with murder, directly and indirectly. He's not going to get away with murder. He murdered your mom, and you allowed it, Michelle. You could have a grandma right now, your mom. Why'd you let Barry pull the plug, bro? She had a bacteria infection. He just didn't want to pay the bills, bro. And your brother was out there spending the money, dog. And he wasn't even there in the hospital. He was spending her $10,000, dog, on TVs, hoping she would die. What a crazy family, bro. Again, we're going to see with crying at family court how I'm vindicated. And when I get hundreds of millions from Barry Bonds, then Alexis is gonna call me. I love you, Daddy. Daddy, buy me a house. Daddy, buy me Balenciaga. I'm gonna be like, nope. Aiden's gonna be like, Daddy, I loved you. I supported you from day one. I knew the Karen family was crazy. I love you, Daddy. Nope. Ethan's gonna be like, Daddy, please, but nope. The only one I'm gonna take care of is Jacob. Jacob. What? And I loved and I still do. I love all my kids equally, but they're never getting like Warren Buffett. He's a good dad. He says he's never given any of his kids any money, bro. Yeah. Alexis, you'll never see one penny from me ever again. Call your grandma Frankie, bro. But you'll still never get one penny from him. Ethan, Aiden, you're done. Never one penny. Why would I don't need to give you a penny. Go, you're adult style, bro. I paid for my own college. Just because I'm your dad doesn't mean bro, my mom didn't, went to USC. My apartment, I paid for. My cars, I paid for. My college, I paid for. And I still love my mom, number one, and Jacob, one and one. I love my mom, bro, but she didn't pay shit, bro. I was 16 years old making money. My mom didn't pay for shit. Love shouldn't be contingent upon what people pay for. That's what King Barry does. King Barry wants to say, look, I pay the bills, love me, fuck your dad. And that's what you're doing. Why? Does he ever say and hug you and love you and say, I love you? Has he ever said, I love you, bro? Come on, bro. Does David ever come up to you and say, I love you, Aiden? Does he know about you, Aiden? Was he ever there for you during your childhood, Doug or Alexis? How many times have you seen the Karens in 21 years? I know they're gonna blame me. Well, but Robert. No, don't but Robert shit. Because Scott Karen was there every day. I got pictures. Because they were selfish. But again, you're all regrets. I'm the money man. Okay. It's okay. Jacobs gets everything. I love you, Jacob tries to protect me, but he's scared of his mama. Just like Michelle was scared of her daughter. I said, Jacob, you scared of your mom? Anyway, misery loves company, bro. And the karma coming. Michelle's already got the karma because she was like that there. And I guarantee you, I know who I'm going to marry eventually. I'm trying to win her back. I'm going to win her back, bro. I'm going to win her back. She doesn't know it, but I still love her. And she keeps assuming so many wrong things, bro. But I love her. But even if I don't get her back, I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I love right now? My podcast. I love my podcast. Listen to Drake. I kind of like Drake shit right here, bro. Yeah. Say goodbye. Goodbye. And Barry, welcome to episode 1. You motherfucker, Barry. Look at that, Barry. Barry. Keep paying the bills, dog. Thank you. You're saving me so much fucking money, bro. They're all gonna realize, I promise you, dog, what a piece of shit human being you are, bro. Just because you're paying the bills doesn't mean they love you. What the fuck? What the fuck? They know daddies. He might be a little cray-cray doing podcasts, but as they grow older, they're going to realize all I was doing was reacting to your actions, defending myself, and being a voice for all fathers that are going through family court. Family court. And when they see me become a superstar worth hundreds of millions, they come back to the one that loves them. And I love Alexis. She knows. And Ethan and Aiden. They know that, bro. Because Barry, you never called Aiden. You never called Alexis, Ethan, or Jacob. And you can't say, well, because Robert, bro, you could have called them independently of me to say, how are you? You're going to say, well, Robert blocked me. That's not true. You could have called Michelle and said, I'm trying to call Ethan, Aiden, Lexus, but they're not calling me back. Yeah. 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 I blocked Jacob from you for 2 months. I never had access to Aiden, Ethan, or Alexis's phone. Jacob, I did. I only blocked you for 2 months, bro. But again, you could have just came over. You said, Michelle, I want to see my grandkids. I want to take them out. Yeah. I want to take them to dinner. You never did that, Barry. King Barry. Yeah, this is a long podcast. So King Barry, the hell's gonna know? My kids. So keep paying the bills. Keep paying the bills. Save me my money because I'm just reinvesting it in my new businesses. And I'm gonna take you down, bro. I'm gonna bankrupt you. I want all your money, bro, for fucking with my family and my business.